All right, so welcome to the newest flip Airbnb we're gonna do here. So this property is in Kennesaw, Georgia. It's actually where I live myself, in the same city. It's next to one of the biggest universities in all of Georgia, Kennesaw State. It's actually where I went to school too. And anyway, so we bought this property. Again, I think this was an SMS lead. This guy wanted close, not retail, but close to market value. We got him around, I ended up purchasing this for $230. It's worth probably as is like $260, $270 on the market. So not a huge discount, but good enough for me to want to buy something here and have it as a rental long term, because the area is just appreciating just because of the school and all the people coming in here. So I know we have no problem renting, but actually we're gonna do something funky here. We're gonna do an Airbnb in a residential area. My buddy has one about 2 miles down the road in a not as good area, not as close to the university, and he gets about 150, 170 a night. So even if you're 20% occupancy, you get 20 days of occupancy, about 60%, 65% occupancy on the month, you're still gonna bring in $3,000 at least, right? And so after, I got a private lender on this right now for for the full purchase amount. So my payment is roughly, I think like $1,900 a month, but that's because I pay high interest on that private loan. I wanted to take it down quick. In the next month or two, I'm gonna refinance this. I've already done my numbers. I'll be into this property with rehab and everything, probably about $30,000 to $40,000. And I'll have a PITI. My mortgage payment would be roughly about $1,300 a month. If I can get that $3,000, it'd be a good cash flow, $1,700. And also I'm getting the depreciation from this property. I'm gonna put probably about 15, 20 grand into this. So that way I can use that as my write-off this year, right, for this property. Hopefully get it done. I have to have it done first for the year to use that write-off and have it running. But that's the goal. So you can see around here, it's not in terrible condition. It's definitely outdated. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here, paint the walls agreeable gray. They're gonna start in the next day or two. Replace all this carpet, put LVP down, right? Put some nice grayish LVP down. Paint all this stuff. Get a new fixture, some new new ceiling fan. Over here in the kitchen, it's a funky house. It's hard because you can't really open stuff up other than this little wall right here. Which we might do something with, but I don't want to spend a lot. I'm just doing this as an Airbnb. Gonna make it look pretty, look nice, put a lipstick on this thing, and just start renting. I don't need to be knocking walls down and flipping, trying to do the crazy stuff for the flips and put those expensive finishings on these properties. No, I'm just gonna do as simple as possible, but make it still look clean. So over in the kitchen, to be honest, we're not touching much. It looks pretty outdated, but we're gonna have LVP come all the way out here, under the kitchen. Probably replace the sink just to do a little extra finishes, and replace this skylight right here. I don't know what the heck this is, but we're gonna replace this. Put some better, better fixture in there. Maybe ceiling fan. Obviously not a ceiling fan in the kitchen, but another fixture similar to that one right up above you. And yeah, so not too much here. Maybe freshen the appliances up. Again, we want to put cabinets. It's going to cost thousands of dollars. And right now, just as an Airbnb, I just want to make it livable like a home. So I'm not going to go balls to the wall on this. Again, my buddies that's getting 150 to 175, he went balls to the wall. He's got it looking very nice. It's not as big as this place, but he's got it looking really good. So even if I get 130 a month or 130 a night, I'll be happy. Now we are going to make it look nice in here. Paint the doors, change some of the knobs and accessories on it. I'm forgetting the name for it right now. But also paint this. Watch your head. Oh, here, going to hit his head on the top of that. Also paint this white, probably add some little style to it. Add a little color in here. Put some TVs, get the couches going. We could even walk outside right now. Replace this door, more than likely. Let's see if I can. Yeah, we're gonna have to replace this door. This is gonna be probably $700, $800. I'm not looking forward to that. We'll come out here. Again, you can see residential area. We got these trees, which kind of scare me too. But anyway, come over here, probably trim all this up. Get all the leaves out of the gutters. Paint all this trim black. We're gonna go white on black here. So we're gonna go. The siding's gonna be white. All the trim black to make it look fresh and new. HVAC is looking old but maintained, working well. And then our final thing outside here, because we want to make sure and we want to make this as a, you know, rentable as possible Airbnb wise, we're gonna put a fence out here. Put a little fence. I think our property line, you know, goes from pretty close to the street. You can see over here, right up to these trees. So it's not big at all, but over here on the right, we actually have more area, and I'm gonna fence it in, and just so that I can make it dog friendly. If I can make it dog friendly, I'll have a lot of people. I know even in my cabin in North Georgia, we have it pet friendly, and people are like, hey, you're only the few people that do it. Hey, can we rent it out? You know, it gets very good feedback. And also my buddy that has his over here, roughly, you know, like I said, a couple miles down the road, he says that's the biggest request is, hey, is this pet friendly? So I can put a little fence out here. I got LVP to clean up any stains. I can put a little fence up here. I think it would be a good value add. And it doesn't have to be huge, but just something to, you know, for the dogs to run around in, let them go, use the restroom, whatever it may be, right? But yeah, so again, on the siding, it's that cedar siding, so it's pretty expensive to replace. We're gonna try to keep salvage as much as possible. But yeah, we definitely got to do, I think we were doing about 7 or 8 grand on the exterior. That's including paint, replacing some soffit and fascia, some boards up here. But hopefully, again, yeah, we're gonna try to go white on black. I just did the Instagram poll and it won, so we're going with the Instagram followers. If you're not following me on Instagram, Gino_REI_ATL. We put a post up there. The people voted. They rather have the white on black than the gray on black, so, or the gray on white. But anyway, so yeah, here's what the exterior looks like. We'll go upstairs now, and there's some funky things upstairs. I'll show you guys. First, I mean, this door is gonna kill me over here, but yeah. So we're gonna go upstairs now. But first off, we'll go in these bathrooms. The good thing about this, the bathrooms are already, is there a light over here? No, the bathrooms are already pretty well done. I won't have to do anything to the bathrooms. They got their tile here, new vanities, toilet's pretty new. I'm happy about that. So I came that way. Now we go upstairs. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, roughly around 1,500 square feet. So what our plans are upstairs though, is to come in here and probably keep it carpet. You can see it needs a lot of paint on these walls. I know we got bad lighting in here. We got to replace these fixtures. But what I think our plan is going to be, and you see in here the bathroom again, another good condition bathroom. You don't need to do anything to it. But our plan is to keep carpet upstairs, just to save a little bit on cost. Now I'm in the middle of that right now. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, freak, why don't we use LVP up here for the additional cost? But I gotta weigh it. I kind of like having more of that carpet in here and just have it clean if I have to. I know we're getting pets in here, but just see what happens. You know, rent it out for 3 months, Airbnb, and if I see, hey, everyone's like, dogs are peeing everywhere, it's more of a mess, and I'll come in here and do LVP. But right now, I'm just trying to make it as rent ready as fast as possible. We'll see what happens, but I'm kind of up in debate. Let me know down below what you think. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna be the better cost. I mean, obviously I'm gonna have to have people clean the carpet, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, so you can see it needs all painting inside. That's the master, obviously. Coming over here to this bathroom, one of the half baths, actually full baths, excuse me. You see it's pretty clean already with it. We had a Karen living here. There was a Karen living here, and funny story, I had to give her back all her deposits, right? Because I inherited her as a tenant, gave her a 60-day notice. I actually did cash for keys. She got out 45 days versus 60, so I gave her an extra $1,000. And the Karen kept it pretty good in the bathrooms at least, but the rooms are a little dirty. Look at this crazy thing though. In both of these bedrooms over here, there's no ceiling fan, no lights in here. Right, so they just have it where it's plugged up to the outlets, turn on and off, but there's no lights in here, so you can't really see much. But we're gonna add those, you know, ceiling fan fixtures in here. That way we can get some light. And same thing over here. So anyway, again, this property, it's gonna be roughly, we're gonna spend about 15, you know, probably some hidden cost in here, you know, depending if we do the LVP upstairs or downstairs, or carpet just upstairs. But I would say it's gonna be about 15K, 20K, quick fixer-upper rehab, right? Painting the outside, painting interior, changing the flooring around, and some in that door out, the back door and the fence. So all this stuff added in 15, 20 grand. So I'll be into the property with closing costs. I was in about 233,000 in holding fees. So I'll be in probably around 250, 255 at the end of this. Refinance, I think then now fixed up, it's probably worth 285, 290 in this area. So if I can refinance at 290, hopefully get appraised. Let's just shoot a little lower, 285. I can get 0.75 back. I'll be in it at 213. You know, the bank will loan me, right? Because I refinance. I'll do a BRRRR strategy. I'll buy, rehab it, rent it, Airbnb it, and refinance. And so if I can get it appraised once I fix it up at 285, a bank will give me 75% loan to value. I'll be in at 213 again. So let's just say 214. And remember, I'm all in about 255. So 255 minus 214, about 41,000. So that's shooting up a little bit higher on the rehabs and all that good stuff. But so about $41,000 into this property, and now I'm gonna have a cash flowing roughly around 1,700. Good return. It's a little bit more than what I want to be into a rental property. Usually I only want to be in, and maybe it's because I'm too greedy, like $10,000 to $20,000. But since this area is such appreciating, it's one of my best areas. If this was on like 3 acres, I would buy this and live in it. But obviously it's in the neighborhood and it's about half an acre. So I love the area. Another thing too is I need it for my tax write-offs. I need to put some money into some properties, my rentals, so I can use that as, you know, write that off on my taxes this year. So all in all, you know, again, I'm gonna spend 20 grand, but it'll save me, I mean, if I'm getting taxed at 40% with the state and federal combined, you know, $20,000 is gonna save me, what, 8 grand? So, in taxes as well. So, I mean, that's a little hidden bonus there. But anyway, so roughly around 40 grand into this property, cash flow around $1,400. You know, if you guys have questions more about this, give me your input on what you think we should do carpet here or not, or LVP. Leave it down below. Again, like, subscribe. 22 years old. My goal by 30 is to at least have 100 units. I think we can get there. I'm at 24 now. I think we can get to 100 units. I think I might have to push that to 1,000 units. But anyway, you guys follow along in the journey. You got questions, leave it down below. And again, please like and subscribe. Help that YouTube algorithm. And thanks for watching.